Do you want to know how to make plugins for Minecraft 1.8? You came to the right place. First, go to rbo.org or project-rainbow.org and you'll see a site like this. Click on Downloads and then proceed to grab the latest version, which in this case is version 29. Once that opens up, you'll see a bunch of files. It includes the rainbow.jar for running your server, but also a 4plugin devs folder. In the 4plugin devs, there are 2 example applications, source code for the reference library, and the built version of the reference library, which we'll use for this example. Next, you'll want to open Eclipse for Java development. In Eclipse, pick File, New, Java Project. Name your project. In this case, I'm going to call mine Rainbow Video 1. Accept the defaults and click Finish for now. Find your project on the left, Package Explorer view. Right-click and pick Properties. A screen should come up with the properties, and on the right you'll want to click Add External Jars. Now navigate to the place where you've stored that plugin reference.jar. In my case it's in this directory. Select it, and your screen should then look like this with the plugin reference listed. Click OK. Now for a Rainbow plugin, you need to do 2 steps. Right-click on the source folder and click New Package. A screen will come up. Name the package the same name as your project. In this case, I'm going to call it Rainbow Video 1. I'm going to click Finish. And under there, right-click your new package and pick New Class. A new class dialog should appear. All Rainbow plugins are required to have a class called MyPlugin. So let's name it MyPlugin. I hit Enter, and now I've got a source file to start working on. Now I suggest doing exactly what I do, and I assume most other plugin developers would do, is copy and paste some boilerplate code to get you started. We ship with the plugin example and plugin example events, so I'm going to open the plugin example events example. It's my plugin class, and scroll to the top. Let me do that. You'll see it has in particular a on startup routine, an on shutdown, and a get plugin info. I'm going to highlight those, and also a little variable at the top. Then I'm going to go to my plugin class and add them with paste. You'll have some things in there that aren't in your project, so we'll remove those. Remove the reference. For these plugin references, I usually go ahead and change them to asterisks, so you pull in them all. And you can change the message here. We'll say Rainbow Video 1 starting up. Then over here in shutting down, say Rainbow Video 1 shutting down. Your plugins too can have a description, and they're shown when Rainbow loads, so we'll add a description here as well. Rainbow Video 1 tutorial. The one final step you have after that to get your plugin working is to take your class at the top and type extends plugin base. Rainbow, when it loads a plugin, assumes your plugin class is called MyPlugin and extends that class. So we'll save. And now find your project, right-click on it, and choose Export. An export dialog will appear. Pick jar file. Next, and name it. So I'll call this Rainbow Video 1. There's some various options, but I usually just click the default. Let it export the jar to your hard drive. Now I've copied that jar to the plugins_mod directory of a Rainbow server folder. Now I'm going to run my server. Let it start up. And if we look at the output here, we can see that it loaded Rainbow Video 1, and it had our message, Rainbow Video 1 starting up. And after the load phase, you can see this message, which shows that our plugin was loaded as the third plugin in the event order, and with its description that we gave it. So congratulations, you've written your first Rainbow plugin. It doesn't do anything yet, but you've got the mechanics there and the core framework for adding features to it. Once you've got that far and are ready to start adding some more features, I would start by looking at the plugin example and plugin example events sample projects. In particular, the plugin example project, my plugin class, has an on startup routine with a register command call. The register command will this one in particular registers a /head command. And if we open up this class that it passes, you can see it's a class that implements an MC command interface. So if you have a command that you're interested in, you could start by copying this code and use it as a starting point for implementing yours. You could go in here and change this name to your command. If you have any aliases for it, you can put them there. Help text to show up when a user does /help, and so forth. The actual implementation of this is really easy. There's a little bit of code here, but the core of it is simply creating a command to then have Minecraft execute. So to give a skull, we just execute the /give command with the name that was passed in. So feel free to browse the samples, especially if you want to catch and do events, the plugin example events, and start simple and grow from there. Good luck, and hope to see you developing plugins soon.